So the creditor or the debt collection agency is the stronger party, and arbitration is so that the consumer can basically have a fair chance where they're not, burning their pockets into a hole trying to just have a dispute with the company. So if a debt collection agency buys a debt, now they're acting as that creditor, which is why they have to prove standing and all of that, and ownership and all of that, right? So that's why they never go, because honestly, it's really in favor of the consumer. That's why I think they put it in small lettering too, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was the Supreme Court that told them, people that they had to start having that arbitration clause. If I'm not mistaken, I'll have to double check that. But honestly, they're the stronger party. Like, that's the whole point. So I think they did it in small lettering, because they know us as people are not sitting there reading them contracts. Number one, that's a nuisance. Like, who want to sit there and just read word by word, little lettering and all of that? No. But at the end of the day, it's like if you don't use that, then it's a disadvantage to you, which is why people like me are online telling people, use the arbitration clause, force them into that, make them pay some money up front if you really want to fight me. Because let's just say you go ahead and go through arbitration, you have to prove now that you're the owner. You still got to prove everything that you have to prove in the court system. The problem is you would have to put a lot of money up front, where when they file in the court, it's about $50, $60, maybe $75, and the attorney fees ain't nothing, because they're mass suing in the court. It ain't just you that's in that court. So at the end of the day, it's like the arbitration clause is for us. We just have to know how to use it. We have to know what it says. We have to know what fees we have to put out. And again, there's sweet fee waivers for these things if you cannot afford it. And at the same time, they are going to be the ones that's going to be putting up most of the money. So even if you wanted to go after a company, like I was saying, and you wanted to be like, okay, I'll pay the $250 initial fee. After that, especially when you put in your complaint that you want them to show ownership and that they violated X, Y, and Z, honestly, y'all, I think that's going to be the faster way to get them to call their bluff. Because if you call my bluff to say, hey, you owe us, and by me telling you, okay, by me owing you, yeah, well, you have to prove ownership, and you have to prove this, that, and the third. And if you don't prove it, you got to give me, let's just say I want to settle for $2,000. If you don't settle for $2,000 and you make me file this, now I'm really about to get it. Because not only would my settlement be $2,000, let's just say the debt was like $500. They're going to have to make a smart business decision, which is not going to be continual arbitration. And the reason being is because they know they lack ownership and stuff too. They just banking on us not knowing. But follow me for more.